What's up, guys? I'm Steven. I'd like to think one of my strong points is my arms. So I'm going to show you how to get a solid arm workout today and what I usually do in an arm workout and kind of my philosophy. Let's show you what to do. Now that I'm getting older, I got bad elbows. Not bad elbows, they feel good, but what I gotta do is I always gotta warm them up. So at the beginning of every arm workout, I always start with some sort of push down movement. I love these grips. Put your hand right in it, it fits perfectly. And then I probably do to start to warm up the elbows and to get a good tricep contraction. I probably do like 7 to 10 sets on this. And then I really warm and I get into my workout. I always start biceps off, usually with a preacher curl. It's one of my favorites. You can go super heavy and it's great isolation because you're down here. Down here, you're isolated. You can pull just like that. Good stretch, great contraction, no swinging. And then also, you can go really heavy. This has always been one of my favorites since I was a teenager. The preacher curl, best way to start off your bicep workout. So if you don't know, I have pretty big triceps. My triceps get pretty striated on stage. A lot of people ask, how do you get big triceps? And you know, what's gonna give you a bigger tricep? A heavy push or a rope push down? So I tell people, you'll never see a guy that benches over 500 pounds with small triceps. So me, you know, in my prime, I benched over 600 pounds. And so I have pretty beefy triceps. So I always believe if you want big triceps, you gotta press heavy. So on arm day, I like to do the cambered bar. It has the multi-grip on it. And what happens is you can do a nice close grip bench press and really target the triceps, and you can go heavy. All right, 3 exercises deep, got a good pump. Time to take off the pump cover. This is on Air Flex Fitness. This is a super rare machine, old school flex incline curl. What I like about this is not only is it an amazing contraction, so when you're doing incline curls, chest up, shoulders back, pinkies up, but it's all about the stretch. Come down here, good stretch. So full range of motion equals full muscle belly. So all the way up, good contraction, nice and slow and controlled on the way. Stretch it out to where it's almost painful, and then back up. So this is the Jim Lecco tricep dip. It's one of my favorite for triceps. So instead of a dip that locks you into this and your elbows are in a funny place and you're pushing down, it's getting chest, all these other body parts. This one kind of just rolls back like a perfect tricep contraction. If you see it, it starts right here like you're doing almost like a rope or a bar push down, and then keeps your elbows locked in place and just pushes straight down as it rolls back. So it just gets that perfect contraction that you don't get with like a dip machine. And this one burns too. Do a couple reps of this and you're really gonna feel in the tricep. All right, last thing I like to do for bicep, tricep, we still gotta do forearms. The last thing I like to do for bicep, tricep is I love to hit a superset. Just engorge the arm with blood, get a massive pump, go back and forth. So this Paramount Total Arm is probably one of the best skull crushers you've ever used. So we're gonna do preacher curl, we're gonna superset to skull crushers, and you're gonna get a nasty pump by the end of it. You'll notice when I do skull crushers, I do it a little differently. A lot of people just go up and down, elbows flared out. I always go elbows in, and then I rotate the wrist in, kind of like this when I do a skull crusher, because everyone's got this part of the tricep. I'm trying to hit this part of the tricep, so when you do your front double bicep, this part hangs down. So when you're going in like this on a skull crusher, you're hitting right here. So last one I like to do, we finished bicep, we finished tricep. A lot of people forget about forearms. Forearms are super important because obviously when you have a big arm, you want to close this gap right in here. And so the bigger your forearm, the bigger the overall arm's gonna look. Same from the outside. If you do this, brachialis, you want to look big. When you do this, big forearms just make the whole arm look big. So I usually do reverse curls. You're gonna get a crazy pump right here. Going all the way up, flick the wrist to the top, come all the way down, stretch, all the way up, flick the wrist to the top, just like that. So we're gonna do this exercise, and then we'll finish off with the old school hammer strength gripper that gets the inside, outside, every part of the forearm. All right, one of the rare machines we have here, the gripper. Super simple concept. It's like a seated calf machine. Hands here, just like this. And you can see my forearms working just as I grip it together, just like that. All right, we just finished off arm day. So if you want to get huge arms, just try to implement some of these things, these techniques, these exercises, and just keep stacking those bricks over time, and you'll get those huge arms eventually. So next time you see you at the gym, you got any questions, let me know, but try these tips and let me know how you feel.